And now I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes after hearing from Gary to really talk about this world's first revenue operation system and how this connects to those main business drivers that you are focused on, whether that is reducing cost, increasing revenue, or mitigating that business risk. With RevOS, we are really bringing together that best-in-class go-to-market data and insights that sit at the core that you can see here in the blue circle cloud, and creating a suite of orchestration, enablement, and engagement software that is designed for you, go-to-market professionals, to achieve business goals. That is why we take the first layer and we put that at our core, which is very much our data cloud. Within the data cloud sits the firmographic and the demographical data, which consists of more than 100 million companies, 235 million contacts, and 1.5 billion data points every week. We're able to take this level of information, this level of data, and provide insight into it, which enables you, for example, to think about when you ask questions such as, how many vehicles does a vehicle company have within them? What was the last round of funding that a potential company may have had? What new technology have they acquired that we may be interested in as we build our ideal customer profile? We can take all of these common data points and we put that at the center of the data cloud, which really enables you to start thinking about how you engage with the right client or the right company at the right time with the right message. We impact that by applying on top of it contact information. Think about your job titles, your phone, your email. But the data isn't all. What we're able to do with that data is turn it into a set of research products that you can take action upon. Think about first and third party intent. How do we know what potential prospects are visiting our website, especially those that didn't sign into the application or those that started to fill in a form and then they left halfway through, maybe because they got some advertisement to go somewhere else? We're able to connect using software within this application suite back either to the contact or to the company that was primarily on your website. We can use intent data to really start connecting back which companies are in the market for specific topics that they are researching on. We can use tracking information to start monitoring actual companies that may be of interest to you, or we can use scoops to see the latest news as and when that's made available. But the powerful piece of all of this really enables us to take all of that data and to take it in such a way that we are able to automate a lot of that outreach. And we heard a lot about that before from Gary, of how do we use almost less technology and more automation. With workflows, we can start to look at those questions that we asked before, such as how many lorry vehicles, or can I find a contact from a specific lorry vehicle? We can take that and we can automate it. And we can basically put that into your outreach application that can start off that engagement and discovery for you, giving back time that would otherwise be spent in prospecting. With engagement, we are able to add additional applications to your go-to-market endeavors on top. We're able to do an outreach application through Engage, so you can start to really end-to-end automate that outreach program. And we can use conversation intelligence that can be used to monitor whether that's new staff that you've just hired, new sales managers maybe, new sales representatives, customer success managers in my case. You're able to listen in on them, coach them, give them guidance, make sure they're sticking to the onboarding or the enablement plan that you've got. And when we take all of this data and the orchestration and the engagement tools and we put it on top of a RevOS suite of applications, we start to come together with a unified data set that both Marketing OS and marketing and sales teams together can use. Now, I want to take you back for a second and think about some pain points on your side. Imagine how many times you personally have been on a website, or you've been on social media, or you're on Google, and you receive an irrelevant advert. And at the same time, the amount of emails that you get in a day that are cold emails that are not relevant to you, or phone calls that you get that are not relevant to you. The point there is, while they might not be relevant to you, they may be relevant to somebody else in your organization. which is where the power of the data cloud really comes to its core. Imagine if you're able to take that and you're able to help your marketing teams, your sales teams. I'm sure within your own marketing team right now, they have ad spend that is being wasted because they're not targeting the specific companies that are in the market, searching for those topics that matter to you. I'm sure you probably have sales individuals that are sitting there as SDRs that are spending large amount of hours prospecting, whether they're using LinkedIn, whether they're trying to find a phone number, whether they're doing all of that outreach that they've put together and they've sent an email to a potential prospect, but they're just not getting any responses. Imagine being able to automate all of that using a consolidated tech stack, whilst at the same time having your marketing and your sales teams work from the same set of applications. And we can even add on top of that this talent piece that enables your human resources to start finding the right people that are either looking for work that fit the criteria that you're after, with the salary caps that you're after. And most importantly sits the operation piece. Think about how much time you spend in your CRM, making sure that data is enriched, is kept clean, is deduplicated, is ideally updated in real time without ever needing to leave your CRM in the first place. Operations OS gives you that ability. And so you can see as we bring this back to the overall RevOS suite, we are very much building a set of go-to-market applications that make it easier for you to drive those efficiencies and to be more effective whilst having all of your teams work from one consolidated piece of tech and one consolidated data cloud so that you do not have dispersed solutions across the organization.